Lakeland student, staff, and faculty. Welcome back to yoga. My name is Jenny Tank, and I am Lakeland University's on-campus yoga instructor. Thank you so much for joining us for these virtual yoga sessions. Today we are going to do a flow focusing on our hamstrings. So we're going to get started right away, getting something comfortable, roll out a mat, and we are going to start standing today. So ground down into the feet. Maybe lift the toes up off the mat. And then purposefully put one toe down at a time, starting with your big toe and then working your way all the way to the pinkies. And just notice how the toes start to flay out. And notice the sensation in your feet as it feels grounded, connected to the earth. Building from the floor up, hug the knees up towards the pelvis space. Low belly, abdomen is engaged, hugging in towards the spine. And when you're ready, relax the shoulders back and then lift the fingertips up. Might feel good to just do the neck back and forth. Intentionally feel that lift up through the feet all the way to the fingertips. And then exhale, allow the hands to come to heart center, flutter the eyes, thumbs pressing in towards Anahata, that heart center space. And just breathe into this moment. Your feet are grounded into the earth, bringing you some stability. Your head is reaching high to the heavens above, feeling that internal light that is within you and all around you. Notice your breath, the sound of it, the temperature, the texture of it. Notice the speed. And as you start to bring your awareness to your breath, start to elongate it slowly, comfortably at your pace. We'll be here for 3 rounds of breath, so take your time. Allow your breath to be the first movement of the practice. One more round of breath in through the nose. This time, open mouth, exhale, release. Keeping the eyes closed, start to set an intention, a dedication. Maybe you even bow to yourself, to everyone who's practicing with us. Your intention can be a word, a mantra, to anchor you into this moment, a phrase: I am worthy, I am fierce, I am love. We'll seal our intention with one collective breath. Inhale through the nose, fill. Open mouth, exhale. Allow the head to rise, eyes still fluttered shut. Palms pressing in, start to activate through the arms. Feel that intentional tension start to build in the backs of the arms. And start to cultivate Ujjayi Pranayama, that 3-part yogic breath. We'll start together. Inhale through the nose, fill. Hold at the top. Exhale through the nose. Slight constriction of the throat. Inhale through the nose, fill. Hold at the top. Exhale through the nose. One more together. Inhale through the nose, fill. Hold at the top. Exhale through the nose. Release it all out. Gently flutter the eyes open. Inhale, lift the fingertips tall towards the ceiling. And then exhale, allow the right hand to come to the right side. Left fingertips reach. Exhale, send the left hand over to the right side. Gentle side bend, shoulders to stay square towards the front. Relax the left shoulder away from the ear. Hips are intentionally facing forward. Inhale, both fingertips reach high. Exhale, allow the left hand to come to the left side. Right hand reaches tall. Exhale, send the right hand over towards the left side. Ground down through both feet. Just feel that side stretch along the right. Inhale, both hands lift tall. Exhale, cactus the arms, open through the heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus one more time. Belly stays engaged. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees to start in this fold. Bend your knees so much, setting up for ragdoll. Your torso touches the tops of your thighs, and you can grab for opposite elbows, release the back body. You might feel good to sway. If you feel lightheaded in this position, you can come to a halfway lift. Just taking your time in the fold, and then exhale when you're ready. Coming into ragdoll, meeting us all there. Allow the weight of the world to fall off your shoulders, release any tension. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands to their deepest place on the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. We're gonna hang out here for a few breaths. Shift your weight more towards your toes than your heels. If you have really tight hamstrings, you can bring a gentle micro bend to the knees. Otherwise, maybe start to straighten through them, not hyperextending them. Low belly's engaged. Your back is like a table. Your sacrum is a space where you could almost put a glass of water and it wouldn't fall. Continue to breathe, slowly opening up the backs of the legs. You might feel in the backs of the knees, even into the calves. Exhale, forward fold. Allow the head to go low. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to the shins. Feel that extension through the back of the legs. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and gently step back to a high plank position. Doming through the back body. On the ball mounts of the feet, active through the torso. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your first downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Shake the head, release. Walk the dog by bending each knee. Grounding through each pads of the fingers. Palms are pressing into the earth. And then find some stability. Maybe the feet are separated. Maybe they're close together. Pushing the floor away. Feel the backs of the arms, the biceps, and the triceps start to elongate this inverted V shape. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release. Bend your knees if you need to. Slowly open those hamstrings up. Create that long back. Inhale, lift the left toes high to the sky. Three-legged downward facing. Keep the hips square. Exhale, low lunge. Step the left foot forward. And then gently melt that back right knee down to the earth. You're going to feel it along the hip area here, but we're going to move, getting into that hamstring space. Keeping the back knee grounded down, you're going to walk the fingertips back, finding a half splits. Toes on the left side may start to lift up. We're going to intentionally send the left hip back, the right hip forward. Feel it all around that back body. Spine is nice and long, keeping the back body strong. Maybe you're on the steeple parts of the fingers, lifting tall. Exhale, crawl it forward. Grounded lunge. Inhale, walk the hands back, straighten through that leg, and breathe. 2 rounds of breath here. Exhale, gently crawling the fingertips forward, framing the left toes. Curling the back right toes underneath, finding a runner's lunge. And then inhale, slowly start to straighten through the left leg again. Left hip presses back, right hip presses forward. Exhale, lunge. With breath, inhale, lengthen, straighten the front leg. Exhale, lunge. One more time, inhale, lengthen, straighten. Exhale, lunge. Straighten through the front leg. We're going to shimmy the back toes in quite a bit, so allow both feet to ground down, finding a low pyramid stance. Left big toe is pressing in to the earth. Feel that stretch. Again, left hip presses back, right hip presses forward. This time, both feet are stable on the ground. breathe into that. Make sure to bend your knee, not to hyperextend the left side. And then on your exhale, gently allow the front knee to bend. Step the right foot back, finding that low runner's lunge. Hands plant. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Reset, shake the head. 2 to 3 breaths here. Inhale the right toes high to the sky. 3-legged downward facing dog. Square the hips. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot forward between the hands. Intentionally melt that back left knee down. Pausing for a moment here, maybe feeling the stretch along the left hip this time. And then keeping that knee grounded on the left side. Intentionally walking the fingertips back. Allowing this right leg, that front leg, to go straight. Right hip presses back, left hip presses forward. Back body straight, hands keep you stable. 2 breaths into the back of the leg. Exhale, low lunge, gently, mindfully moving. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, walk the fingertips back. 2 breaths here, slowly opening up. Exhale, low lunge, crawl it forward, curl the back left toes, lift that knee high. And moving with our breath, inhale, straighten that front right leg, low pyramid. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, straighten, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, low lunge. One more time, inhale, lengthen, straighten the front leg. And this time we're going to shift, sending the back left toes in quite a bit. Make sure that the whole left foot is grounded down into the earth. Right big toe is pressing into the ground, into your mat, as your entire right leg straightens. Right hip is gently going to press back. Left hip presses forward. Keep those hips nice and neutral. Breathe where you start to feel sensation in the legs. Mindfully exhale, bend the front right knee, step the left toes back to that runner's lunge, plant the palms down, and gently step the right toes back, downward facing dog, shake the head. In downward facing dog, this is a big hamstring stretch in itself, a beautiful posture. So just sit here and just breathe into the backs of the legs. Bend your knees again if you need to. Inhale, gaze forward to the front of your mat. Exhale, gently step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, reach the head high. Exhale, bring the hands into heart center. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, reach the top. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Intentionally staying here for 2 rounds of breath. Feel the back of the legs open up. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to that high plank space. Shoulders are directly above the wrists. Hug the low belly in. Exhale back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, reach the left toes high to the sky, 3-legged downward facing. Exhale, low lunge. Step the front foot, the left foot in between the hands. Setting up for Warrior 2. Parallel your back foot with the back of your mat as you cartwheel up. Warrior 2 is a longer stance. Arms are going to go out wide to the sides, actively pressing down on an imaginary tabletop. Front knee is bent. Take a deep breath in. Maybe sink a little deeper into the front knee. Inhale, flip the front hand, lay back, reverse, and then gently straighten, lengthen that front left leg. Feel free to stay here if this is where you feel the stretch already in the hamstring and the legs, or if you'd like more, setting up for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Hips are going to send back as your left hand reaches forward, and you can no longer reach. Gently allow the hand to lay. Not pressing down, putting pressure on the knee. Just gently allow the torso to lift you up. If you tend to hyperextend that front leg, bend it a little bit, keep your body safe. Maybe the right hand starts to lift tall. Shoulders opening towards the side of the room, rib cages rolling one on top of the other. Exhale, bend your front knee, find side angle here. Inhale, reverse warrior, strong through the front leg. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the front foot, gently step back, high plank, deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, 2 breaths. Inhale, reach the right toes high to the sky, 3-legged downward facing. Exhale, low lunge, step the foot between the hands. Setting up for warrior 2, parallel the back foot to the back of the mat as you cartwheel up, strong through the stance. Flex in the front knee. Your torso is hanging neutral, not leaning forward or back. And gazing over your front middle finger, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend deeper into the front knee. Flip the front palm, lay back, reverse warrior, and then gently straighten through that front leg. Again, feel free to stay here and breathe into this reverse triangle, or if you'd like to come into full triangle, hips are going to send back as your right hand reaches forward. When it can no longer reach, allow it to gently rest. Left fingertips can reach high. Breathe into the sensation, into the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, side angle, bend the front knee. Maybe your right elbow comes to the right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, send the hands up and back, legs are bent and strong. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the front foot, step it back to that high plank position. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. When you are ready, find a child's pose, allow the knees to hit the mat. Walk the fingertips forward. Maybe the knees are separated as far as the corners of your mat. Maybe they're together, whatever feels comfortable in your body at this time. Relax the head down. Might feel good to move the head side to side. Two more breaths in child's pose. Just returning to the earth, our first time here in this posture. Inhaling up, hands and knees, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more together. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Press the floor away. Articulate the spine up. Return to a neutral spine. Allow the knees to come together, sinking back into hero's pose. Just pausing for a moment here. Maybe the hands rest on tops of the thighs. Maybe your left hand comes to your heart. Your right hand comes over your left. And just breathe here for 2 rounds of your breath. Gently flutter the eyes open as you send the hips over to one side. Swing the legs out in front of you. We're going to take a wide-legged straddle. So allow the sit bones to ground down. Your left leg's going to go far to the left, and your right leg's going to go far to the right. Allow the toes to point up towards the ceiling, so flexing through the feet. It might even feel good to put your hands one in front, one in back, and gently lift yourself up and then place yourself down. We kind of want the hips to be shifted forward, just ever so slightly. Inhale, allow the spine to be nice and long. Exhale, hinging at that hip space forward, gently maybe walking the hands a little bit further forward. Spine and the back body stays long the entire time. You will know when you start to feel this in the shift forward. It's in the backs of the calves, the knee, the hamstrings. Maybe stay lifted. Maybe you only shift a centimeter and this is where you feel it. Maybe you feel it when you're sitting up straight. Wherever your body is, however it's shown up today, breathe into the sensation. If it's there without compromising the back, staying straight, you can even start to bring the hands down. Keep those toes flexed up. Breathe wherever you are. Maybe start to close your eyes, and on your inhales, envisioning a balloon filling, and on your exhales, gently emptying. If you start to notice thoughts creeping back into the mind, see if you can shift back to your intention, your dedication. Instead of focusing on your to-do list or what's coming later this week, shift your focus to your breath. Shift your focus to this moment. As you sit in the position, you may start to notice that your body slowly opens up and your hands can walk a little further. You can tilt a little bit further forward. Continue to breathe into the backs of the legs. Breathe into your intention. One more round of your breath and this straddle. Exhale, completely releasing all the oxygen. If your eyes are closed, gently start to flutter them open as you walk the hands back. Spine is nice and long. Allow the hands to come from behind the knees, bringing it into a Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together to touch. Knees are going to spray out wide to the edges of the room. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, gentle shift forward. Just a different stretch. Feel this in the hips. Setting up for Sukhasana, easy pose. Allow the spine to lift tall. Maybe crossing at the ankles or staying in Supta Baddha Konasana. Spine is going to stretch long. Hands can either rest on the tops of the knees. They can be open and receptive, or hands to heart center. Just pausing here for as long as you need to. We'll be here together on the virtual yoga session for 3 breaths or so. Feel free to pause it and stay here and join for meditation or just quiet space. Whatever you need, allow this practice to guide you. Allow your breath to guide you, as you are your greatest teacher. Take one more deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, release. Thumbs are going to float to the third eye center, that space between your eyebrows. May the moments of your life be filled with peace, joy, and love. Namaste, yogis. Thank you all so much for joining me today in this hamstring flow. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff to stay up to date on new videos as we're producing them weekly. Thank you so much for being here. Stay well and stay healthy. Thank you.